Hi, I'm 19 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Landgren. It's going to be a cold one for tonight, but the main thing you're probably watching this is to talk about those snow chances that we're going to start to begin in the overnight hours and throughout tomorrow at 15 degrees. Light winds, which will help with those impacts, but what can we expect for tomorrow? Light to heavy snowfall. That's going to be in the nature of fluffy snowfall. This isn't going to be wet, compactive, and heavy. This timing beginning from 6 to 9 a.m. ends between 12 to 2 a.m. on Thursday, so an all-day event. Those impacts we usually have with the partially to fully covered roads and sidewalks. More impacts, though, are going to be south and east, and that's what you're going to see here exactly on our alerts is a winter weather advisory for counties east and south, all the way down to Winneshiek, Allamakee, Crawford, and Richland County, and Vernon and Monroe. That starts at 6 a.m., goes until Thursday morning. What you can see here for La Crosse, when we're going to start to see snow, anywhere can be from about 8 to 10 a.m. How early that starts is when we get saturation in the air. We have some dry air in the atmosphere right now. That's why it's so cold and why it's continuing to be cold and dry. So we got to get that to move. And once it does, that's when you're going to start to get that snow. And then we can look to that 1/10 to a half an inch per hour. And it ebbs and flows. You're going to get different times where it's lighter and more heavy, but you're going to see that all the way through between around that 7 to 9 p.m. exactly here for La Crosse. So tracking this out, as you can see in the morning hours, you start to get that snow moving through. Down south is where it's heavier, and east where you have those alerts. You continue to have light to moderate snowfall all the way through the Coulee region through the evening hours. It won't start letting up until the late evening around that 9 to 10 p.m. That's where we get to the flurries, to then, you kind of get that scattered off and on to completely gone. And by Thursday morning, that should be out. For totals, La Crosse, 1.5 to 3.5. And I have that there. It's kind of odd. You don't really do halves because I think we're going to get more than an inch, but I don't think we're going to get to 4 inches. It looks quite unlikely. South 2 to 5 is going to be in the ballpark. You could have areas in the far southern counties of Allamakee, Crawford, and Richland County getting to that 6 inches, but it is quite unlikely. I think 2 to 5 is more reasonable. We might be able to shoot for that number, but I don't think we're going to get there. More snow on the way for Friday. We're not talking about that one just yet because we have Wednesday to get through, but that is something to keep an eye on for those that have maybe plans on Friday. Is there's going to be another round of snow. Maybe it won't be as much as what we're expecting for tomorrow, especially areas down south, but it is going to give some impacts either way because this is measurable snowfall. We're not looking like to that trace to 0 of an inch. It looks to be measurable. Early, I would say 1 to 3 inches if you're kind of giving a number right now, but that can easily change. Afterwards, we do look like we have some dry day ahead, but it's not going to get any warmer than it is